So it's vlog day number 3. It's Wednesday, and I am currently in the laundromat. Woo! Look at laundry. Yes. I am currently reading Killers of the Flower Moon. I usually bring a book with me every single time I come to the laundromat, and I read it for about 2 hours. Hopefully I can get through 70 pages. That's typically how much I can get through in an hour or so, is about 70 pages, depending on the word count per page. So yeah, I'll be here for a while. I will update you guys later. I'm not sure how I'm going to upload this video. I might just upload the entire thing all at one time, depending on time. I guess you guys don't care about time. You guys do end up usually watching my videos. It's funny, I went through the analytics last night, and it seems like, I don't know how to read those things. I'm not even going to worry about the analytics. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it has nothing to do with me or my channel, so it doesn't really matter. But I was curious, and I looked at all of the little functions, and I still don't understand how any of that works. So I'm going to ignore all that stuff. Today I am wearing Jeffree Star's new Blood Money palette on my eyes. I absolutely love green, and I had to match with the strings on my sweater. Anyways, that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Good morning. It is day 3 of the... Is it day 3? Wait, what day is it? I'm losing my mind. Oh my god, is it really Thursday? It's Thursday. It's day 4 of the Readathon. I just woke up. It is 6. Well, it's 6:56 now. I woke up at 6:30, and I made coffee for my husband because, oof, he has to go to work. I think you guys already know that my husband is a scientist. He works for Roche, which is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, he is in the works of making arthritis medicine and something else. He works in QC, so he makes sure that the products work and that there is no yucky bacteria in the medicine before it goes out. Oh, by the way, look. Thanks, Shandell. My Tim Hortons coffee and my mug. Okay, so, recap. Ooh, let me put that down. Okay, that was a bad angle. Recap. What's going on with the reading? Because that's the most important part. Wow, I look like a hideous mess. People who say that they look gorgeous when they wake up are lying. Because, yeah, I have volume, but I look like an old, tired mom. Okay, so I've read until I got to chapter 11 for the nonfiction, which is called Killers of the Flower Moon. It's getting a little bit better. I was really upset because of the whole Native American. I was really upset about the Native American aspect of the book, and but now it's starting to get more into catching the killers. It's funny because I've read so many books on the FBI and on serial killers and fingerprinting and how things have become better when it comes to like identifying the time of death, identifying the killer, all those different things. I mean, it was a slow process, you know, before they used to just wing it, you know, when they were discovering new dead bodies and trying to figure out how they became dead, you know? So when I'm reading, it's almost like, wait, what did I learn in the last book that I read about this? And how does it coincide with the book that I'm reading now? That's what I end up doing when I'm reading any book. I always like make connections, right? Like, oh, I read this book. This book that I'm reading now is kind of similar in this aspect. So I connect all the books that I read. Sometimes it's not a detriment, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Anywho, so I think I'll start with the books that are in my room, because I took out the ones that I was really excited to read and I put them in the kitchen on the dining room table, so that way, you know, while I'm cooking and while I'm feeding the kids or, you know, whatever, I can sit down and read a chapter and continue on. But last night I went to bed at 10 o'clock. I had a full 8 hours of sleep. I have really bad sleeping patterns. I go to bed typically between the hours of 12 and 3 in the morning. Yesterday I didn't go to sleep until 7:30. So I like literally stayed up until 7:30 in the morning, and then I went to sleep. And I only had 4 hours of sleep yesterday, so I was really tired, and I went to bed at 10 o'clock. And it's not healthy, so I don't recommend staying up forever, especially when you're practically 40. It's not good for you. But I was in the middle of watching like the British Bake Off and their hour-long episodes, and you know how Netflix just puts on another episode. And I'm like, I was glued to the screen. I could not for the life of me like go to bed. I wanted to find out who won, and I think there's only 4 more episodes left. So I'm on the fence. Like, do I try to read at this point in time, like while I'm still semi-awake, or do I go into the living room and watch like an episode or 2 of the British Bake Off and then start reading? The things that are priority to me, I don't know. I always have these dang readathons, and then I take forever to read. However, like I said, I did get to chapter 11 yesterday, so I did do a lot of reading, and I finished another book, which was In the Dark, in the House in the Dark in the Woods by Lard Hunt. Is that his name, and is that the title? I don't know. I finished it yesterday. I've been reading that one since July, and it was in my bathroom. And I've told you guys this before, but the books that are taking me forever to read end up getting pushed into the bathroom so I can pick it up, you know, while I'm on the loo and while I'm in the shower. And I get this question every single time. How do you read in the shower? I don't know what kind of showers you guys have, but my shower head does not reach the entirety of my tub. Okay, it doesn't hit the back of the shower. It is literally, I live in a dollhouse. My apartment is the smallest thing imaginable. My fridge is 5 feet tall. Like I'm can almost see to the top of the fridge. It's not 5 feet. I lied. It's like 5'5". But regardless, my fridge is small. Everything in this house is small. The shower is small. So yeah, it like the shower goes and then hits the middle of the tub, so everything else doesn't get wet. And so I can just stand there in the shower and read while like the conditioner's setting, you know, soaking into my hair, or if I have a mask on before I want to wash it off. So it's not like I'm sitting there reading for like an hour in the shower. That's a waste of water. But for like 5 minutes, I'll read a few pages. And so that's where the books go. They end up in the bathroom if I take too long. I'll pull stuff from like the graveyard to stick in there. Anyways, I've been talking for 8 minutes now, so I'll let you guys go, and I will catch up with you and let you know what I did this morning. By the way, for my stateside friends, happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving today. I'm not stressed. I only cook for 3. Well, technically, my youngest son doesn't eat anything. He's the most pickiest of eaters. With or without autism, I think he would be just a picky eater. and he'll probably just eat turkey and biscuits. He doesn't like any vegetable. Maybe corn. No, not corn. Carrots. He'll accept some carrots, but they have to be raw. He won't eat them cooked. And anything else is barf to him. He knows that mashed potatoes is French fries, but if they're not in a French fry form, he won't eat them. So yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.
Well, hello again. It is now 9:20, and I haven't read anything like I said I was going to at the beginning. I did watch the British Bake Off, and I realized that the finale doesn't air until tomorrow, which is a big bummer drag. But as you guys can see, where is it? There it is. This is our tradition. We have cinnamon rolls on Thanksgiving for breakfast. Just the generic ones. I don't want to make actual homemade cinnamon rolls in the morning, so we buy the canned version. And yeah, I'm gonna pop them in the oven, and I will see you guys in a little bit.
Hello. It's slightly dark. I do apologize. Yeah. So it is Saturday. The vlogging is going smashingly. Psych. I don't remember when the last time I vlogged. I think it was Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. It might have been Thursday. Thursday was Thanksgiving. I did say hello in the morning and showed you guys cinnamon rolls, possibly, what I had for breakfast. So currently, I am in the middle of not reading because during readathons, I like to procrastinate because I don't want to. I mean, I love reading, obviously, but then I have a timeline and it starts to bug me. And anyways, here's my bed. And I have 28 books here. That was a really crappy showcase. And then I have the first bookshelf here. Wow. On my tall books. You can't even see because it's too dark. So I'm testing out book apps on my phone to see which ones I like the best. So that way I can organize all of my books. So far I've only done 2. Looking, reading reviews, and then batch scanning the 28 books that I took off my shelf as a example of the app is time consuming. I've only been doing it for about an hour or so, so not too bad. But I will share with you the information later. Once I have a good collection of book apps that I like and the pros and cons of those book apps, I will then come back on and let you guys know. So far, the 2 that I have, like, actually downloaded onto my phone, one is really cool because it can do a batch scan. You can scan all the backs of your books, like the barcodes, and it will tell you the page number and when that book was published, which is really good for readathons because we do a lot of those, like, oh, get a book was published this year, or get a book that was published whenever, yada yada. But then also book pages. I like that because I'm thinking in 2021, and this is just me contemplating my goals for next year, but I'm thinking I want to do like books that are under 300 pages for the first 6 months, and then books that are over 300 pages for the last 6 months, and see how that goes. I don't know why. I've never done it before. It sounds fun, and it sounds like a challenge. I also want to do a lot of series. I want to finish series in 2021. I didn't do any of that this year. I've done that in the past where I did challenges where I had to read 10 series in a year, and I finished those, and I was really good about them. But this year sucks. so I haven't done any of that. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll let you guys know what's going on, and yeah. Hello again. It's Monday. This is my second time filming this. I figured I'd film it again because I didn't like the results the first time. So today is November 30th. Last night when I went to sleep, I was very distraught. As distraught as you could be when you're in a readathon. And I was like, oh no, I didn't finish all the books I said I was going to read. Story of my life. Yeah, so last night I spent a good 6 hours reading Fledgling by Octavia Butler, and I liked it. It's very controversial. I'll of course talk about it in my wrap-up, but it's funny. And this, I'm just going to say this really quickly before, you know, because I'm going to do a wrap-up like tomorrow or something. Anyways, the Fledgling and Twilight came out in 2005. They both came out in 2005. Now, I didn't know this. When I first read the first chapter of Fledgling, I was like, huh, this is kind of controversial. And then I was thinking, huh, everybody talks about Twilight and everybody hates Twilight. Yes, Edward and Bella, blah, 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 toxic relationship. But a lot of people say, well, Bella's 16 and Edward's 109 and, you know, vampires, right? You know, who cares? He's super old. Although he did die at 18 and 16 and 18 aren't that far apart. Well, in Fledgling, our main character is 53 in vampire years, but looks 10 in human years. She looks 10. And her lover is 23, a man with a hairy chest and everything. The entire book is like this. Now, if you... It's hard when it comes to books. And the reason why I say that is because if you like controversial reads, people might judge you as in, you must be this way. So when I first read Lolita, I was like, wow, this is a really good book. Is the content good? No. Is the story, like, good? No. Is the writing amazing? Absolutely. Humbert is insane. And what he did was absolutely wrong. And he took a girl, you know, against her will, although it's hard because you have this like victim blaming society where like, oh, she must have wanted it. And well, there's like Stockholm syndrome, and they start, you know, liking the predator. And it's such a hard mental, you know, thing to go through to say, okay, well, I know that in Lolita she was 12 or 13, something like that. Maybe older. I mean, in the movie, she had boobs. I don't know. And and Humbert was in his late 20s, early 30s. I have no idea. It might have said. I read it so long ago. So, yes, that book is bad. But is Bella and Edward bad? Like, besides that he's possessive and everything. 16 and 18? No. 10 and 23? Absolutely. That's insane. There is a lot of sex in Fledgling, and with 10-year-old and other adults. And I will go more into it in my wrap-up, but wow. I'm giving it a 4-star. It would be a 5-star read if she wasn't 10. If she was like normal aged, you know, that would be different. But the writing, the pacing, the story, the vampire lore, all of that was fascinating, interesting. The plot was great. In Twilight, you have that fight scene that what's her face sees with the Volturi. And it's fake, right? Like, she's telling the Volturi this is what's going to happen. if you fight us. Whereas in Fledgling, you actually get to see a fight, and that's cool. And there's punishments, so that's also cool. But, yeah. Very controversial. Okay, so anyways, with that being said, today is the last day of the Readathon. Like I said last night, I thought yesterday was the 30th. Today would be December 1st. I didn't have any time to read, so I, crammed the Fledgling into one sitting so that way I could have it done and then have something for you guys. Like, I didn't want to have this whole Readathon be pointless. But I am going to read Are You Sleeping? So I'm going to finish this book. One, because this was the second in line. I know I was talking about putting the books that were interesting to me in order of interest level. So Fledgling was on the top because it's a vampire story. The writing was very engaging, and I was able to read through it pretty quickly. I was worried, however, because the font size was so small, but it actually wasn't that bad. Now, this one is a thriller, and I feel like this is going to go a lot quicker than trying to read fantasies. I have The Waking Forest, which I read the first chapter of, and then Foxlow, again, another like fantasy-esque read. So I don't want to try to get into fantasy. So I figured I would read Are You Sleeping, and I would read, oh jeez, what's the other one? And I would continue reading Goblin. Like I said, there's barely any left in here. So I'll finish this book. I'll see how much I can get done with this book. And then hopefully that's good. That'll be 3 books in, the span of a week. I think I can do it. I'm crossing. There we go. I'm crossing my fingers. All right, I'll see you guys later. By the way, how do you like my makeup? Is it awesome? I think it looks awesome, but I really like color, so I might look like a clown. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.